Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here. What a wonderful time to revisit the expected value or average returned value from opening one box on average of Theros Beyond Death, because people are spreading rumors that it's like, oh, it's $60, it's $40. Yeah, no, you're thinking of Homelands actually, or Born of the Gods. This is not a good set now at this point. It has fallen quite a bit, but I mean, spoiler alert, it's still about $100 a box. I mean, would I feel that bad opening this as a prize pack? Not really. I'm not sure what the other standard sets are sitting at, but this is what it is. I'm using retail prices, so I don't know if like Card Kingdom is like completely dreaming compared to eBay or TCG, if that's where people are getting these ridiculously low numbers. But yeah, like these right here are retail. So we got the new prices and then the original prices from I think like 1 or 2 days before release. That's when I last did the EV. So back then, in case you didn't catch that video, the box EV was $140 and 30 cents. So it basically dropped like $41, give or take, somewhere in that neighborhood. So that's bad. I mean, if you picked up a box, you know, online for like 100-ish or something, whatever they were, or you picked one up locally for like 110, 125, whatever they're going for, yeah, 140 is pretty good. I mean, the set looked good. And the weird thing is, you go on Arena, people are playing with these cards. It's not like the whole set flopped and people just denied the entire mechanics and just aren't playing it. People are playing Devotion. People are playing, you know, a lot of individual cards from it. So it looks like a strong, playable, or at the least, you know, bit average set until you look at these numbers. So let's break it down. So the mythic price, 1060, it was 1360. So it dropped exactly $3. You might be thinking, yeah, but still it's like what, you know, 3 something a pack. So whatever, you know, it's not the end of the world. Except like from a percentage standpoint, that's pretty bad. I mean, that's it's not a good look. And then the rare EV, now here's where it gets bad. So $2.14 was the old average. Now it's $1.39. I mean, that from a percentage standpoint is falling off a cliff. You cannot have the average rare worth $1.39 and expect it to be a good, valuable set. So the rare slot, the combined amount, went from $3.56 to $2.53. So almost a full dollar basically per pack, because the foil contribution of just the foil mythics and foil rares is 24 cents. It was 34 cents. It never was that high. And the thing is, I'm using a universal average that probably isn't true anymore, which is a 1.4x multiplier on value. Well, now we got alternate art, showcase, you know, this and that, multiple versions of the foil. It's probably closer to a 1.2x on average. I'm not actually going to do the math because I don't care. I mean, if I literally change this calculation to 1.2x, oh boy, I mean, it's like $1. Who cares? So foils just aren't contributing anything to this. Let's just put it that way. And if you're going to open a foil, open a special card and get special money for it, it's not going to be in the main boosters anyway. It's going to be in the collector's boosters. So the per pack EV went to $2.77. It was $3.90. Hello. I mean, $1.20 down per pack, and that's where you get this $40 loss right here. So yeah, it crashed pretty hard. So, I mean, how did it do it? Well, I mean, we're looking at, you know, Eros here, Heliod here. They just went down. I mean, that's what you get. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since release, I guess. Or, I don't remember when it came out. Who cares? I didn't buy any. I'm playing Arena. Screw paper. But yeah, I mean, this is the percentage increase or decrease. If it's red, it's a decrease. Well, and if there's a negative number, I don't do that parentheses crap. Okay, sorry, accountants. I hate parentheses. It doesn't make sense to me. Now we go in red. We go in a negative number. That's real. But yeah, this is like a quarter drop or more across the board almost consistently. And then you look at the rares. Now, okay, for the record, too, these did go up. Congratulations. Yeah, the rares, like these went up. That's it. I should probably scroll over a little bit so you guys can actually see what's going on. Yeah, these, and I don't know what these were. These were not the temples. The temples are right about here. I don't know what these cards were. It could have been something from way down here that jumped. I don't know. So, like, 4 cards are popular. Oh, boy. The rest tanked. I mean, look at this. This top rare was $17. Now it's $9.49. Still a respectable price, but damn. I mean, that's 44% of the value gone. $7.50 wiped away. $5 down. $4 down. Then you get into like the, okay, dropped $1, $2, you know, dollar, whatever. Okay, cool. And then, you know, across the bottom, yeah, I mean, this is just, that's what happens. I mean, that's pre-release versus release. You're going to get that. And none of these went up enough. So maybe my perception of, oh, people are playing with Theros is just not supported by the demand here. I mean, the demand, this card, it went up 33%. Oh boy. And I know, yeah, if the demand goes up 33%, that doesn't mean the price goes up 33%. It doesn't work that way. But just as a general rule, it's like, oh, the interest in purchases in this card went up about enough to merit this increase. The rest are crap. So you mix that with the mythics, where like 2 went up, and this just went up due to like 50 cents in pity money because people are buying it. This one, $2. That could just be an anomaly. I actually kind of wonder what that card is now. Oh, I probably should have written that down. But yeah, like even Heliod, which is one of the most played cards from the set from what I've seen. Oh my gosh, I think this is Ashiok. That would be my guess, not sure. But yeah, I mean, if Heliod is like super played, super powerful, probably the most bomb card from the set, and he went down like $7, wow. I mean, what happened? So you got to think, did people not adopt it as much as we think? I would say playing in the highly competitive leagues and looking at some like tournament results, no. I think people are adopting it. They are playing it. Maybe the devotion mixes pretty well with older cards. So it's like, do you really need like 3 cards from the new set, or do you need like 30 cards from the new set? Probably 3. Well, if you only need, pick a couple, you're basically going to get like, I think M20, where there's a couple cards that were like hot and that's it. The rest were dead on arrival. That doesn't do good things to the EVs. But when even Heliod's falling, ooh, that would heavily indicate that they just simply printed too much. Now, is that true? We can't tell. We don't know what the volumes are. I can't call my distributors, ask them, hey, are you stuck with a ton of this? The normal stuff you do to investigate, like how bad is it really doing? So maybe they printed too much for demand. I don't know. I mean, you can't blame it on, it's the 8th set being legal, so people are less likely to need the individual cards in it. I think it's the 6th set to be legal. We still got 2 after this. No, we got 3 after this. This is like it's not the 5th set. Whatever it is, it's early in the rotation. Let's just put it that way. Counting is hard. And I mean, people looked at the cards and like, yeah, these are playable. It wasn't like, wow, like Constellation the first time, this is a tragedy. I think people aren't playing Enchantment Matters, but that was, to me, one of the more minor things in the set. But yeah, the absolute like mechanics, like Devotion, they're not doing great right now. They're looking pretty low to me. So if I had to guess, I'd go back to people are just picking and choosing individual cards from them, buying them, and that's that. But also, I mean, I would definitely be neglecting what the community is saying to not mention that people are blaming the collector's boosters. And I think when you take something, you sell it for like basically master's prices, but then it's still a standard product and all they are is pretty. And then now you've got a bunch of pretty cards out there in huge numbers. I mean, it is like 1 or 2 significant cards per booster, and then like 8 slots are just, the lands, whoop-de-doo, and then it's limited to commons and uncommons, so those are pointless for the supply. So it's almost like 1 to 2 to 3 cards per pack, and that's it. But those are enough, I think that when people see, well, you can just get the alternate frame, the special, the extended, the this or that, it comes down to like, why would you go to the absolute bottom and buy that one when it's like 50 cents more for this version or $1 more? Now, some people are just like, I don't care. Magic costs enough. The deck adds up when you get to 60 cards. Let's just buy the cheapest version of it. Who cares? And also people don't want, foils in their deck because they curl. So I think it's not a complete explanation for what happened here. Like the whole, all of these from the normal, the non-foil normal, all this crap, it all fell because people are just buying the fancy ones, and those are in the collector's boosters, so it drives these down artificially, and the EV looks worse than it really is because of the oversupply from what's effectively a separate product. I mean, yeah, but are people really going after those? But I think it's actually kind of a little bit further than that. It's a similar thing. So to explain it, I think the best way to say it would be the collector's boosters came out. They weren't as hot as they were last time. People aren't buying that many of the special cards or the cards in general. So the fact that the collector's booster is just doing lukewarm, that drives down the regular booster box and the cards in it like astronomically. So that product is just doing okay. The regular boosters with none of the special cards in it are suffering horribly because that product exists. Not because, oh, it sold so well and people want those singles only. It's because that just sold kind of okay. And so that drove those prices down. And then you got to push the regular non-foil, non-special, non-showcase cards way, way, way down then. I think that that is the number one factor by far. So they are really shooting themselves in the foot. So if I were to just real quick jump over to eBay and just look at what do they cost right now, $89.75. So basically $90 free shipping US dollars is one Theros Beyond Death booster box of what they now call draft boosters. I like to call them normal boosters because that's what they are. They have nothing to do with drafts other than they're draftable, but they always have been. And then if you look at the collector's boosters, those are still about like $198.99. So basically $200. That's like bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, we don't really have an official MSRP, but based on what they cost, it should have been between, I think, like 200 and 220 or 230, 240, upwards of that, something like that. It depends on demand, which is why, okay, it kind of does make sense to get rid of MSRP, but it would be nice to have a reference point to see how it's doing. But then again, to see how it's doing, $200, I can tell you exactly how it's doing. It's not doing very well. It's not like, Masters 25 or Iconic where it's like 141, please just take this. Oh my gosh, just buy this from me. I don't want to hold this toxic asset. Somebody help bail me out. I mean, that's where that dumpster pile of a set of products ended up. So that's why I said very, very, very lukewarm. And it's been enough time that, okay, they fell. They were kind of pretty good on price when it first came out. I mean, enough that people were making money. But right now, I'll tell you right now, 200 is just get rid of it at cost. That's it. If you take into account shipping, eBay fees, that kind of stuff, they're lucky to make like $1 on it, basically. So anybody still stuck with these, or anybody dumb enough to have invested in them, thinking that they'll go up over time like the last one, well, there goes that money. Great investment, good job. So like, what went wrong this time? I think it's quite possibly a combination of Wizards saw what happened to the collector's boosters last time. They knew Theros was hot, and they were confident in the set. They might have overprinted it by 5 or 10%. I highly suspect that. And then the whole collector's booster thing, and then the fact that people... And then you got, I only need 1, 2, 3, 4 cards from it for my deck. That's it. Otherwise, I'm running an old deck archetype, and I'm not going to buy this. So the demand went down because just people are not like, yes, I'm going to run a Theros Beyond Death deck. It's 80% cards from Theros Beyond Death. Like, you look at, like, Ixalan. Like, you're either running Ixalan or you're not. You're either running Dinosaurs or Pirates or you're not. You either buy the cards and the product or you don't. You don't just say, oh no, I'm going to pick out this one card and put it in my deck. I mean, it's not like that didn't happen, but that's not wholly what happened. The trend was you either play it or you don't. So with this kind of acting like a core set where you just handpick a couple little individual cards out of it and leave the rest and don't buy them. And then, like I said, that combined with the fact that I think Wizards overprinted it a little bit. They got a little bit overconfident after the last set sold pretty well. That's the two factors that really killed this. Well, and then the fact that just the collector's booster is a product that exists. That's not helping. So, I mean, in my opinion, that's what happened. These are the numbers to support what happened and how bad it is. Don't believe people tossing around the numbers saying it's like $60. I don't believe that. I don't know where they're getting that from. Probably one of those websites where they add up all the cards wrong and include the Planeswalkers cards and just do all the math wrong. But these are actual one at a time, verified, copied, pasted prices from an actual seller actually selling the cards. I mean, you can't really say that this isn't an accurate price because it is. So yeah, $100 EV, pretty bad, not disastrous, but pretty bad. I think people are being a little too doom and gloom about this, and the collector's booster is still kind of priced okay. I mean, at least the whole set as a whole is hanging on kind of at cost where it's still like, it's not like, whoa, liquidated, but it's like, wow, that cooled off quick. So that's the best way I would describe it. So none of the sensational overreaction nonsense that you see on the internet. No, this is reality. So hopefully you found this interesting. I know a huge amount of you really like these like math heavy videos for some reason. So I mean, so do I. That's cool. That's my thing. So thanks for tuning in. Leave a big ol' like if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next video.